So next up, podcast listeners, we have the daily Biden dumpster fire. Definitely worth listening to this one. So good old Joe Biden was apparently in Michigan. Biden was in Michigan, and he committed a pair of gaffes while he was there this week as he promoted spending proposals that were going to be costing trillions of dollars that are currently stalled in Congress. So Biden is threatening to increase the size and scope of government through more reckless squandering of taxpayer money. In addition to his $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill, the gaffe-prone president has proposed a 10-year, $3.5 trillion package that would hand out free community college, expand Medicare, and offer free childcare. And while supposedly fighting climate change and satisfying the wish of all of the other progressive priorities. So Biden was, podcast listeners, outside, not a covered building, nothing like that. It was outside. And of course, he wasn't in his fake White House. He wasn't in the set. He was actually outside in Michigan, and he was giving a press conference about how important it is to have all of this infrastructure spending because, we need more spending in America because that's really the problem. And so the issue here, if you listen closely, isn't necessarily about the numbers that Biden is using, but it shows you, if you listen closely, remember, he's outside. Listen to what he says. We have that clip, and here it is.
Here in your state, 7,300 miles of roads here in Michigan. I'll bet everyone in this room can tell me what the most dangerous intersection in this town or any town they live in and where it is.
So as Biden, I bet everybody in this room can tell me. And he was outside. He was outside. And that's the problem when you do all of your press conferences and all of your phony photo ops inside a fake White House, or when you did it inside of your basement. Remember? First, he ran in a basement. He beat Donald Trump, allegedly, which we'll discuss in future podcasts. But allegedly, and I say allegedly, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but look, I'm saying that there were lots of law changes. We're not going to go into that right now, but nonetheless, there's Biden. He runs an entire campaign out of his basement, which was a completely phony thing. And now he's running the entire U.S. government out of a phony White House set. And we now know why. One of the reasons that is the case, because he goes to Michigan and he gives a press conference and he's trying to push and gain support for this infrastructure bill and all of the other spending that he wants to do. And what ends up happening is he makes a major gaffe. He thinks he's inside, but he's really not. He's actually outside. And Babylon Bee, gosh, I gotta love the Babylon Bee. So the Babylon Bee decides to make fun of Biden. And it says, and here's the title. Of course, Babylon Bee, for those that who don't know, is a satirical newspaper that makes fun of politicians, generally speaking. And of course, good old Joe Biden is the gift that keeps on giving. So here is Biden, and it says in the Babylon Bee, Biden follows Congresswoman into bathroom to negotiate infrastructure bill. So it says, Joe Biden follows Congresswoman into bathroom. And of course, it's a take on the Kirsten Sinema issue where those nutty people followed her into the bathroom. It says, Washington, D.C., with his Build Back Better agenda in jeopardy, President Biden has begun following various congresswomen into the restroom to negotiate the bill. Quote, this is all just part of the process, folks. It happens to everybody, he said as he followed Senator Lisa Murkowski into the restroom with a cell phone camera. This is how we conduct negotiations around here, Jack. Every woman knows that me personally has had a guy follow them into the restroom, he continued. Every single one. But hey, that's why I always like to hang out by the locker rooms. A great place to meet the ladies. And then you get close enough to smell some hair, show the leg hair. It's all part of politics. Hey, look there at that little one, that girl in the front row. Hey, cutie, how old are you and your pigtails? Biden asked as the girl ran screaming. According to sources, Biden is also following men into the restroom, giving them a choice to either vote for his bill or get a chain wrapped around their heads. While some liberals did express a bit of discomfort with filming women as they used the restroom, most felt Senator Sumner really had brought this on herself. When questioned about Biden's practice of bathroom negotiations, Press Secretary Psaki responded, "Oh, that's classic Uncle Joe. Gotta love it." Toss your capitalist cookbooks aside. So anyway, that's pretty funny stuff. Way to go, Babylon Bee. They never, ever, ever, ever disappoint. And so I gotta love that. And that's the Daily Biden Dumpster Fire.